We are now in Season 3 of the Portland Trailblazers MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K24. And so far, so good. Through the first 9 games of the year, the team appears to be playing pretty well. We have a 6-3 record, but what really stands out to me is much of our wins have been off of blowouts. We have a pretty tough schedule today against some good teams, so that'll really test us out to see if we can really be one of the better teams in the Western Conference this year, or if we're just off to a hot start. In terms of point differential, we are currently second in the entire league, only behind the Cavs, third in offense, third in defense. So we're really playing well on both sides of the ball. All the young guys are clicking. It's clear that there's a good chemistry here and that all the players on this roster really fit together very nicely. There are a few guys in particular who have really stood out this year, and coming into the year, there were some guys who I expected to take a big leap up, whether it was Shaedon Sharpe or Scoot Henderson, and those guys are playing pretty well. But going through a lot of these box scores, especially the blowout wins, it's other players who have really taken the leap up this year who we didn't really expect to have big seasons, but are the reason why we're not only 6-3, but we're winning these games by 20, 30 points pretty convincingly. So the two guys who I really want to give a shout out to were both on last year's roster. Their roles from the end of last season coming into this year haven't really changed all that much, yet despite that, they have drastically improved, and they're a big reason why the team is off to a hot start this year. The first of which is Darius Springer, the second-year forward out of Duke. And going from last year to this year, I figured Springer would have a similar impact because he's playing the same role. I assumed his efficiency would go up. He was very inefficient last year, but I didn't know it would be by this much. He has went from one of the worst shooters in the league to one of the best shooters, averaging 22 and 8. His efficiency is off the charts, 66% true shooting percentage. I expect his efficiencies to go down, but they are still very impressive. He's going to pass his estimated wins added from last year very early into this year. The one minor complaint with him is that I think he's played a little bit worse defensively as a result of his great offense. But still, he's had a phenomenal start to the year, and I'm very encouraged with the season he's had on the offensive end of the floor. Ochai Agbaji is the other player I want to talk about, and Ochai is playing remarkably well on both offense and defense. For most of last season, Ochai Agbaji came off the bench, but we brought him into the starting lineup late in the year. He played pretty well. And here this year, he has taken his game to another level, averaging over 20 a night. And again, he's doing it on great efficiency. I would assume those numbers are going to go down, but still very impressive. He's going to pass his estimated wins added from last year very soon, which again speaks to how good he's been this year. But the reason why I'm so impressed with him is what he's done on defense. The other player who he's guarding has been very inefficient, and this is worth noting because generally he's guarding the best player on the other roster, and he is holding them up to very low stat lines. If we look at players who allow a similar number of shots per game, there aren't many guys who have been as good defensively. Damian Lillard surprisingly has, but he's not guarding the opposing team's best player. Cale Foster's really the only guy in this range who I would say has easily been better than Ochai Agbaji on the defensive end of the floor. Ochai is 41st in the NBA in estimated wins added, but if we look at his plus-minus per game, it's first, and it's not even close. I think plus-minus can be a pretty flawed stat because there are 9 other players on the floor, but this still speaks to how impactful Ochai Agbaji has been. Despite Springer and Agbaji breaking out on the scene, everybody else's numbers have not taken a hit. Sharpe is averaging 24. Simons has the same amount of points that he did last year. Scoot Henderson's numbers are down, but that's because in one of the 5 games that he's played, he was only in the game for 4 minutes before getting hurt. So naturally, his numbers are going to go back up. Along with the veterans, I feel pretty good about how our rookie class has performed so far. Khalil Griffin, the 10th overall pick, has definitely been a positive, and I think he's really coming along. He started a little bit slowly, but I think he's gotten more comfortable over the last few games. He had a big 27-point performance against New Orleans. I think he's been pretty solid defensively, and I expect him to continue to improve as he gets more minutes. Zay Logan, who we drafted in the second round, has also been pretty good. He's been super efficient in, albeit a very low sample size, but I like what we've gotten out of him, and he's performed well in the G League as well. Dante Branch, on the other hand, has not gotten off to a great start. He's played in every game so far, and his efficiencies are not good. He's had a couple strong performances, the win against Minnesota in particular, but other than that, he really hasn't been all that good, and I think it would be in our best interest to have him go down to the G League, and hopefully he can get some more reps there, he can be more efficient before coming back up to the regular team. So this is what the rotation looks like for now. Obviously, DeAndre Ayton is hurt, so Kevon Looney is in the starting lineup. No Dennis Schroeder as well, he is currently hurt too. We're going to simulate our next 6 games. I'm really intrigued by this matchup on the road in Dallas. So we've got a 3-game road stretch against the Lakers, Suns, and Pelicans, and then a 3-game homestand against the Nets, Sixers, and Kings. So Kevon Looney hurts his back. That's not good. We're already without our starting center. Now we're without our backup center. We still need Looney to play, though, because Isaiah Stewart cannot be the only guy who plays for 5. Looney's going to play less minutes, but we still need him in there until DeAndre Ayton is healthy. On the bright side, Dennis Schroeder comes back from injury, so he'll be returning to the rotation. The Timberwolves want Scoot Henderson. They're out their goddamn minds. And then 1 game after Schroeder returns, he gets hurt again. Left shin splits, and he's right back out of the rotation. And now the Jazz want Scoot Henderson. Why do these teams think he's available? DeAndre Ayton returns right in front of the game against the Mavericks, and we end up going 5-1. Across the games we simulated, losing to New Orleans, but other than that, playing really well with a record of 11-4, and our point differential has gone up since we last chatted, and we now have the best point differential in the NBA. We don't have as many wins as, say, the Rockets, but we are blowing out a lot of teams in wins, and I think that does speak to how good we've been, and it's because of the offense. During this 6-game stretch, we scored at least 120 points all 6 times. The offense is cruising right now. Shaedon Sharpe's points are up to 25 a game. Agbaji and Springer have slowed down, which was to be expected, but they're still playing well, and we've got 5 guys averaging at least 18 a night. Zay Logan now has a bigger sample size, and he's continuing to produce. Dante Branch, meanwhile, has been pretty good in the G League as well, averaging around 20 and 10, albeit on poor efficiency, less than 40% from the field. He's got to clean that up before he re-enters the rotation, especially with how well Zay Logan's been playing. Let's take a look at the Mavericks, who have been a little bit disappointing to start the year, but they still have plenty of talent with Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and Pascal Siakam. They also have our good friend Cam Reddish at the 3, so that's kind of fun. The Mavericks have been one of the better teams in the league over the last couple of seasons, especially after acquiring Pascal Siakam at the trade deadline last year from San Antonio. Siakam has now played on 4 different teams in this series already. I'm not quite sure why the Mavericks are struggling, other than the fact that the rest of the Western Conference looks really good, and they have not been able to keep up so far. But with a 3-headed monster with Luka, Kyrie, and Siakam, you got to assume they're going to get back to form at some point. So you got to imagine they're going to be hungry tonight. Luka should have a tough game, though. We're going to make sure that Ochai Agbaji is on Luka for most of the night. Ochai Agbaji has played brilliant defense, and he's got his biggest test of the year covering the ultra-talented Luka Doncic. DeAndre Ayton and Grant Williams. Yes, Grant Williams is playing the 5. Meet for the tip. It goes to Ayton, obviously. And we are underway here in Dallas. The Mavericks have a high-octane offense with a lot of go-to scorers, including this guy, Luka Doncic, right inside for the basket, getting the better of Ochai Agbaji. Agbaji has it on the baseline. Ayton looks to cut inside for the lob, and he is unsuccessful. Here comes the Mavericks in transition. Siakam off the pass from Reddish is in for the slam. Good transition offense by the Mavericks. They're looking pretty good here in the opening minute. Luka Doncic with it. Sends it over to Grant Williams for 3. It's good. The one asset of having Grant Williams at the 5 is you can play a 5-out style of offense with everybody on the perimeter. Blazers look to get a 3 right back, and they do. Scoot Henderson drills the triple, and it's now 7-4. Slow start for the Portland offense looking to keep up, but Kyrie Irving gets a 3 right back, and the Mavericks lead back up to 6. Scoot Henderson in the corner for Darius Springer. His shot no good. Henderson with the offensive rebound out to Sharpe, and the Blazers get to reset the possession. Sharpe inside, takes it himself to the rack, and is in for his first points of the game. Shaedon Sharpe has been great here in the month of November, averaging around 28 a night. Doncic gets some room, lets it fly. Not a whole lot Ochai could have really done there. That was a good defensive possession, getting off the screen. But Luka drills the shot. Reddish inside for Williams. He makes the layup. Great ball movement there by the Mavericks. Their offense is in unison right now. 17 points in the first 4 minutes. Good cut by Scoot Henderson off the ball to get the layup. Off the assist by Springer. DeAndre Ayton's doubled. Interesting strategy. That means somebody's open. It's Henderson. He misses the three. Ayton with the board, and he gets the putback. Even with multiple guys down low, Ayton is bigger and stronger than everybody, and he takes advantage. The Blazers now want to run the offense through Ayton. When he's not doubled, he's got to be looking to score like that possession, posting up on Grant Williams. Ayton's doubled again. Somebody's going to be open. It's Sharp, wide open in the corner, who hits the three. Of all the guys to leave open, I don't think it should be Shaedon Sharp, and we're tied at 19. Here's Doncic with it, guarded by Henderson now. Doncic inside, nice move for Luka, and the Mavericks are back on top. Ayton with the ball again. The Blazers running it through him. He's doubled, and he does not care. He's bigger than everybody, and so he's going to take advantage. Big start for DeAndre Ayton as it's 21-21. Kyrie inside for Williams with a response as he gets the layup, draws the foul. It's an and one. 23-24 now. Here comes Darius Springer. Lefty slam. Portland leads it. 25-24. Powerful dunk by Springer, who's off to a slow start, looking to get it going here. Misses a layup, though. You got to make that one. Springer's such a good player at scoring in contact. That time he's unsuccessful. And then Luka Doncic takes it all the way himself, coast to coast, with the layup. 25-29. Doncic guarded by Agbaji. Looking to make a play inside. No good. Nice defense there by Agbaji. And the Blazers have it back. It's the rookie, Khalil Griffin, slithering his way inside as he gets his first points of the night. Final seconds now. Eubanks with the slam. Pick and roll for Drew Eubanks. Puts the Mavericks up by 4. Simons has to heave it up at the end of the shot clock, and it is no good. Competitive start here in Dallas. The Mavericks lead 31-27 as we go into the second quarter. Springer gets it over to the rookie, Khalil Griffin. Inside. Nice drive by Griffin, who's really impressed me in terms of his ability to finish inside. He's done very well in that aspect offensively. Kyrie Irving off the catch, drills the triple. Solid defense by Simons, but Irving drills the shot. 5-point game. Springer off the screen, gets a three right back. Springer's three-point evolution has been such a massive get for the Trailblazers this year as Kyrie buries one right back. Hot start for Kyrie Irving. He's shooting the ball well. How about another one? Kyrie cannot miss. 3 triples in the second quarter already for Kyrie Irving as the Blazers call a timeout down 8. Simons off the screen, lobs it up. It's beef stew. Isaiah Stewart in for the slam. Jump ball here is won by the rookie Griffin. Portland running the floor quickly. The rookie Zay Logan out of Alabama State gets it to Simons. He finds Shaedon Sharp looking to drive inside. Sharp makes the heavily contested layup with 2 guys draped on him. Irving's shot no good. Ball in the air, rebounded by Simons. Portland looking to move quickly in transition. Griffin lobs it up for Shaedon Sharp. Nice pass there by the rookie Griffin. And Sharp doing his thing, going up, and away with the slam. The timeout proved to be a big positive for the Trailblazers, but Kyrie gets a 3 right back. He still cannot miss. 38-45, here's Henderson off the screen, misses the midi. Ayton with the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Gotta take advantage here, gotta make the layup inside. On the other end, Kyrie Irving is wide open, and as it's been tonight with him, he's not missing. 40-47 now. Here's Doncic off the screen. Agbaji slow to get back to him. And Luka just needs a couple extra seconds to get enough space and hit the 3. 10-point game now. Springer sends it across the court for Ayton, who's out of bounds. It's just been that kind of past few minutes for the Blazers on both ends of the floor. This game's looking rough quickly. Doncic inside. Grant Williams with the dunk. And the Mavericks add to their lead. They're now up by 12. Here's Scoot Henderson looking for the pick from Springer. Henderson takes it himself. Back to Springer. Looks to drive by Doncic. He has Scoot wide open in the corner. And Scoot Henderson drills the 3. And the lead is back within single digits. 45-52. Here's our good friend, Killer Cam Reddish, who hits the 3. It feels awfully weird not having Cam Reddish in a 2K series. The last time that was the case was 2K20. That's been an awful while ago. Luka Doncic, top of the key three is good. Dallas up by 15 all of a sudden. This game could turn into a blowout if Portland doesn't get their act together. Here's Shaedon Sharpe off the screen. Big time bucket for the Blazers. Sharpe with 16. That's a team high. Agbaji smothering Luka, but he gets just a little bit of space. Misses the three, though. Good defense by Agbaji. And then on the other end, Sharpe wide open. Hits another one. Back-to-back threes for Shaedon Sharpe to keep Portland in it as the lead is back within single digits. Sharpe inside, floats in the layup. 21 points now in the first half for Shaedon Sharpe, who has caught fire for the Blazers, and it's a 7-point affair. Doncic out to Grant Williams, wide open. He's got a sniper rifle beyond the arc, and the Mavericks are back up by 10. Final seconds of the first half now. Scoot Henderson looks to get one off at the buzzer, and it's good! Nice shot by Scoot Henderson. That was good defense by Dallas, but Henderson gets it to drop. Overall, Portland's looked a little bit shaky, though, especially defensively. Kyrie Irving has 23 points. Luka Doncic just played about as well as he can, being guarded by one of the best perimeter defenders in basketball. Shaedon Sharpe, meanwhile, has 21 for the Blazers, looking to potentially lead a second-half Portland comeback. That's a good start. Scoot Henderson in for the dunk. 14 points tonight for Scoot. No assists, though, as Springer nearly steals it from Siakam. He finds Grant Williams inside, who gets the layup over Ayton. Ayton started off red hot, but he's been quiet since the first quarter. 59-67, here's Springer off the screen, takes it himself. Darius Springer with the slam. Grant Williams gets lit up inside by Springer, who sends it home. 61-70 now, Springer back with it. Springer drives inside again. There's another one. Darius Springer with another dunk as it's 63-70. Here comes Shaedon Sharpe with it. Step back. Three ball is good. What a shot by Shaedon Sharpe, who really has shown such great progress as a shot creator and somebody who can hit difficult shots like that. Here's Luka Doncic. Gets a three right back. Agbaji leaves him a little bit too much room as Luka has certainly won this individual matchup tonight. How about another one? And it's good. Luka hasn't been super efficient tonight, so Agbaji's doing his job per se, but Luka's still having a very strong game. Here comes Reddish. Nice pass inside for Spicy P. Pascal Siakam to bring the lead up to 12 with 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Luka, fake spin move inside for Siakam, who throws it down on Darius Springer, and it's a 14-point lead. Portland's got to get going here quick. They've not played well so far in the third quarter. Springer inside for the big man, DeAndre Ayton, who sends it down 80-68 now. Kyrie with it, guarded by Sharpe. Irving looks to make some room inside, and Kyrie drills the back of the net. He continues his very strong scoring output. 68-82, here's Sharpe inside. Lobs it up for the rookie, Khalil Griffin, who sends it down. Griffin and Sharpe have connected on a couple lobs between the two of them tonight. It seems like they've got a nice chemistry. Screen from Griffin. Sharpe hits the step-back jumper. I'm liking this little two-man game with Sharpe and Griffin. These two really feel comfortable together on the floor. Doncic for three. It's good. I think that should have been an illegal screen, but the foul's going to be on Agbaji, and so the three ball for Luka will count. 18-point game all of a sudden, make it 20. Luka with the floater inside, and this game is getting out of hand quickly for Portland. They've got to respond fast as Scoot Henderson gets the dunk. Okay, that's one way to start. But Portland's really got to make some noise on both ends of the floor. Offensively, they've got to hit some shots. As Logan misses the difficult putback dunk after the Scoot miss, Luka takes it himself to the other end. Out to Jaden Hardy in the corner. He knocks down the three. The Mavericks nearing triple figures, and we're not out of the third quarter yet. Anthony Simons, nice jumper. He's been awfully quiet tonight, only 4 points. Not his best outing, and the lead is back to 20. Hardy pull-up jumper will fall, and the Mavericks finish the third quarter with 100 on the board. Simons from half court, no good. Not a particularly strong third quarter there for Portland. They got outscored by 14 points, and they are going to need a big comeback in the fourth quarter, and that does not happen by turning the ball over. Irving with the steal off of the missed pass by Zay Logan. 102-78 now. Here comes Henderson, gets the screen. Scoot inside. Nice pass. Nice finish for the rookie, Zay Logan. His first points of the night, and the lead is now at 22. Logan off the screen, drives inside, and gets another big-time slam. Zay Logan with a couple of nice dunks. 102-82 now. Here comes Irving off the screen. Heavily contested jumper is good. That's a 3 for Kyrie. He's got to be nearing like 50 points or something. He's playing out of his mind. Henderson lobs it up for Zay Logan, who's giving the Blazers some great energy minutes here in the fourth quarter. We're not even 2 minutes into the quarter, and Zay Logan has 3 separate dunks. That hasn't impacted the lead, though. It's still a 23-point game. Abaji out to Isaiah Stewart, who knocks down the 3. Beef Stew can sling it. He's got a nice jumper. 20-point game. Here is the screen from Springer. Henderson sends it down with the slam. Nice dunk there by Scoot. 89-109. Shaedon Sharpe with 26 points. Gets by Hardy and gets the dunk. Portland is playing fairly solid in the fourth quarter, but they're not cutting into this lead. They're not making a big comeback effort. Kyrie's wide open. He knocks down the triple, and Dallas is back ahead by 21 points as they look to finish off the game here in the next couple of minutes. Abaji with the dunk. Portland's still giving it all they got. They're trying to break down this rim with the amount of dunks they've gotten here in the fourth quarter so far. Irving off the screen. There's another one. It's not even that the Blazers have played bad defense on Kyrie. It's just that he's hitting some really good shots. Henderson lobs it up for dominating. DeAndre Ayton with the dunk. Lead back down to 20. But again, that's not going to matter if Portland's not able to make a run at this lead. And at this point, it's looking awfully unlikely. Good dunk, though, for Sharpe. He's now got himself a 30-piece as it's a 20-point lead once again. Kyrie Irving with it. Irving with some room. Deep 3. He cannot miss. It's Kyrie Irving's world. We're just living in it. 120-98. Here's Sharpe. Fires away a triple. It's good. Nice jumper for Shaedon Sharpe. The Mavericks looking to put an exclamation on this game, but Portland's in takeover mode. They're theoretically not all the way out of it. Ochai Agbaji is in for the and one. Doncic called for the foul. Lead is down to 16 points. Here's Kyrie Irving with it, looking to put the exclamation on this game for good. Irving hits the 3, and that's the dagger. The Mavericks win it 130-112. A dominant offensive performance from the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving finishes with 56 points. That's a lot. As for Luka, he was a little inefficient, but he still had a 30-point triple-double. These two guys are ridiculous, combining for 88 points. Irving finishes 19 of 29 from the field, 11 of 17 from 3. He was absurdly efficient. Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe were the main guys guarding him, and they both severely struggled playing defense. Anthony Simons as well. As for Doncic, his efficiency was up in the air, a little inconsistent, but he still had a 30-point triple-double. He was still really good. But Kyrie was really the engine of the offense today. We had a big scoring performance of our own. 41 for Shaedon Sharpe, the most points a Blazer has scored this year. Scoot was solid. Nobody else had more than 12, though. Abaji, Springer, and Ayton in the double figures, but we didn't get enough consistent play from the rest of the guys. The three-point shooting really was not good. The Mavericks shot 50%. We shot 32%. We did pretty good on the glass. We're consistently out-rebounding teams, which is good, but that does not make an impact today as we still lose. We're going to simulate this next week. I want to play against the Rockets. Obviously, they're the class of the Western Conference. They beat us in the playoffs last year. So we've got some tough games against the Nuggets, the Wolves, and the Damian Lillard-led Miami Heat. During the simulation, we find out that Dennis Schroeder and Kevon Looney are back healthy. So we've got some big depth pieces back. But that means we need a new injury casualty. Sprained left knee for Ochai Agbaji. He'll be out for the next week or two. And I'm going to have Khalil Griffin start over him. Anthony Simons will play more minutes than Griffin, but I want to stagger Simons' minutes from our other top scorers, and I want to see what Griffin can do with the starting unit. The Celtics now offer as a deal with Scoot. I don't know why teams think he's available, because he's not, so we're going to say no, and forget they ever offered us this. In the 3 games I simulated, we again go 3-0 with 2 blowout wins. We scored 119 points at least in all 3 games, and we scored over 130 twice. The offense still is firing on all cylinders. The shooting has been absurdly efficient. Sharpe is now averaging 26 a game. The passing's been pretty good. Everybody has been unselfish, spreading the ball, and now we've got our biggest test of the year. The 16-1 Houston Rockets on the road. This is a pretty similar team to last year, albeit they don't have Lauri Markkanen, who did not play in the first-round playoff series to begin with because he's hurt. The only addition they have is Ben Simmons, who was on our team last year, and he's nothing more than a bench player, averaging 2 points a game for them. I think our team's performance in this game is really going to indicate where we are in our rebuild. We went 0-7 last year against the Rockets in the 3 regular season meetings. We got blown out in all 3 of them. We got swept in the playoffs. 2 or 3 of those playoff games were not very close to begin with. I know we had 1 go into overtime, but other than that, most of the playoff games were not very close. So really, whenever we played this team last year, we got clobbered. So if we make this game competitive or even win the game, I think that'll really show that we are advancing from where we were last season. Should be a fun matchup against a team we really struggled with. Hopefully, we can get the upper hand on them today. Portland rocking these City Connect jerseys with a slight change to the starting lineup. Khalil Griffin starting instead of Ochai Agbaji, who is out with a knee injury. Ayton and Şengün meet at center court for the tip. It goes to DeAndre Ayton, and we are underway here in H-Town. The number 1 seeded 16-1 Houston Rockets face off against the 14-5 Portland Trailblazers, who have had a very strong season in the West themselves. Nice pass inside for Jaden Hudson in for the slam. Hudson has taken a big leap for the Rockets here in his second season, averaging over 19 a game. Scoot, no good, rebounded by Springer. His putback will fall. Nice play there by Springer, another second-year guy who, like Hudson, has taken a big step in his development. Porter out to Green for 3. The Blazers expected Porter to shoot the ball, so they swarmed him, leaving Jalen Green wide open, and it's 7-2. Scoot lobs it up for Springer! Nice slam dunk by Darius Springer, off the assist by Scoot Henderson. Here's Jalen Green, drives inside, shot no good. Alperen Şengün with the offensive rebound, out to Hudson, Canada's finest, and the former NBA G League Ignite forward puts in the second chance bucket. Here comes Henderson out to Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe drives right side, has Henderson open in the corner, buries the 3. Good shot for Scoot Henderson. It's now 11-10. Here is Jalen Green now with it, inside, and 1. Jalen Green with the layup, and it's 14-10. That was Ayton with the foul. Portland looking to get back, and they do. An acrobatic slam by Shaedon Sharpe to cut the lead in half, as it's now 14-12. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. Heaves it up at the end of the shot clock. Bang! Kevin Porter Jr. hits the shot harder than he... I'm not going to make the joke. 14-17 now. Jalen Green with it off the screen. Green, 3 is good. And the Rockets up the lead to 6. Griffin with it, sends it in the corner to Sharpe, out to Springer. His shot won't fall. Sharpe flying in for the offensive rebound and the putback. This Blazers team continues to do a great job grabbing rebounds. One of the best teams in the NBA in terms of getting offensive rebounds, showing it there. Hudson with a dime for Alperen Şengün, who gets the dunk. Springer inside, blocked at the rim. That's Tari Eason, who got a hand on it. And then on the other end, Amen Thompson with it. Thompson inside with the Euro step floater over Shaedon Sharpe to bring the lead up to 8. 24-18 now. Jalen Green back with it, guarded by Simons. Has it stripped away and stolen by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton finds Simons. Simons finds Sharpe. Sharpe gets it over to Scoot Henderson. Henderson, sidestep 3 is no good, but Ayton's there for the offensive rebound, and this time he gets the putback. Good ball movement off of the turnover, and a good play by Ayton to grab the rebound and make the play. Big slam for Simons. What a pass by Schroeder. Great off-ball cut by Anthony Simons, who sends that one down with some power. 25-22. Sharpe floats it up, and it's good. What a play by Shaedon Sharpe. That's a really tough shot. 24-25. Simons all alone misses the layup as Jalen Green catches up to him on the fast break. And then on the other end, here's Jaden Hudson. Nice pass, nice finish for Amen Thompson, who makes a good cut off the ball. And it's 27-24. Here's Sharpe, snuffed inside by Jaden Hudson, showing off his length and versatility to get the block. On the inbound, it's Isaiah Stewart out to Sharp off the screen, lets it fly for three. Good job by Sharp to keep a short mind after getting blocked. Finds some room and hits the three to tie the game, although it won't stay tied for long. Cam Whitmore hits a three for the Rockets. 5-point Houston lead now. Final seconds here in the first quarter. It's Sharp again. Guarded by Whitmore. Sidestep three is no good. And that'll wrap up the first. It's been a pretty competitive start so far. The Houston Rockets with the edge by 5. Make it 7 early now in the second quarter. Zay Logan out to Scoot. Has to shoot it quickly, and it's good. A quick release by Scoot Henderson as it's 34-30. Henderson back with it inside. No good. Rebound by Isaiah Stewart. And Beef Stew is there for the putback. 38-34 now. It's Ben Simmons bringing the ball up. Out to Şengün. Back to Simmons. Ben Simmons just kept on going. Scoot didn't really expect it. I don't know why. What, is Ben Simmons going to stay on the perimeter? 34-40. Griffin off the screen. Knocks down the jumper. Good shot by the rookie out of the University of Tennessee, Khalil Griffin. Hudson with it inside. He's blocked. Darius Springer with the denial. Out to a wide open Griffin for three. No good. But Ayton is there with the putback and the slam. I love the tempo from the offense. Even with the missed shot by Griffin, they're able to still get points. Scoot Henderson with the steal. Out to Logan in transition. And one! Zay Logan with an incredible layup. Count the basket and the foul, and he is rightfully fired up. What a play by the rookie. 1-point game. Green's jumper will fall. Quick answer by the Rockets. 44-41. Here's Khalil Griffin. Oh my goodness! Khalil Griffin going upstairs with the windmill. I did not know he had that in his dunking repertoire. Holy cow. Schroeder now with it. He sends it on the wing. Griffin for three. It's good. Khalil Griffin's heating up. He's got 7 here in the second quarter, and the Blazers lead by 4. Griffin brings it up the floor. Drives inside, makes the layup. The last, 12 points or something, I think, are by rookies. Griffin and Logan have caught fire, and that's resulted in a lead change in favor of the Blazers, who are up by 6. Logan blocks Kevin Porter Jr. on the other end. Here comes Sharp. Out to Griffin. Griffin gets it, and he's intercepted by Hudson. It really feels like the Blazers could have made an exclamation point there on this run, and instead the Rockets got a lob from Dylan Brooks out to Hudson. As Portland calls time, it's a 4-point game. Here's Simons inside, gets it over to Darius Springer, and his pass is intercepted. He should have looked to post up on Jalen Green. He has the size advantage. On the other end, Green, corner three. Bang! Nothing but net for Jalen Green, and the lead is within 1. Scoot and Springer are in takeover mode. That's worth noting. Springer with it at the end of the half. Misses the three at the top of the key. Good overall second quarter for the Blazers. They went on a big run. Both rookies played really well. But a couple careless turnovers late helped bring the Rockets back into the game. And they only trail by 1. 54-53. Jalen Green leading the way for the Rockets. He's got over 20 points. Scoot Henderson, meanwhile, with 8 and 6, leading the charge for Portland. Into the second half, 1-point game. Can the Blazers actually upset their rivals? As the three is good at the top of the key by Jalen Green. Houston back on top, 56-54. Here's Springer. Has the size mismatch, guarded by Kevin Porter Jr. And Springer capitalizes as he hits the fadeaway. What is he doing? I don't know. We're tied at 56. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. Spin move on Scoot. Porter inside. Floater will fall. Nice play for Kevin Porter Jr. We're tied at 58. Griffin out to Sharp. Sharp hasn't scored since the first. He finds Ayton, guarded by Green, and that is a mismatch. DeAndre Ayton bullies Green, and the Blazers are back ahead. Ayton now with the steal off the pass by Porter. Out to Scoot. Scoot takes it himself, and one! Another and one off of a turnover. Portland's defense has done a good job forcing quick turnovers and capitalizing in transition. 65-60. Here's Green. Jalen Green with a big slam over Anthony Simons, and it's a one-score game. Here's Simons inside for Springer with the slam. Darius Springer lives up to his name because he's got literal springs in his legs. Big-time slam for Darius Springer, and it's a two-score game in favor of the Blazers. Griffin out to Simons in the corner, buries the three. Nice shot for Simons, who's cooled off these past couple of weeks after a hot stretch early in the season. 7-point game. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. off the screen by Eason. Gets a 3 right back. The Blazers are really trying to pull away from this game, but right when they go on a run, the Rockets get back at them. There's Springer. Another dunk. He has been probably the best player tonight for Portland. He's got 19 and 8, showing no signs of slowing down. He sends it inside for the rookie, Khalil Griffin, who makes the layup. No foul. There was definitely some contact there. Griffin now in the double figures. He's got 11. 8-point game. Biggest of the night for the Blazers. But again, right when they're going on a run, the Rockets hit a 3. This time it's by Kevin Porter Jr. Here's Amen Thompson. Passes it out to Tari Eason. He hits the 3. 4-point game. Rockets back with it. Jalen Green lobs it up. It's unsuccessful, though. Logan ends up with it. Out to Sharp. Wide open. 3-ball is good. Sharp has not scored since the end of the first quarter. He has been ice cold, but he finally gets a shot to fall, and hopefully he can potentially start a run of his own. Here's Alperen Şengün off of a brilliant pass. Gets the layup, draws the foul from Kevon Looney. It's an and one. Big play by Şengün, the native of Turkey, and the lead is back down to 2. Here's Sharp. He is going upstairs for the slamma-jamma. Shaedon Sharpe with a big dunk, lead back up to 4. Blazers in takeover mode. They've got a nice chance to add to the lead. Sharp dunks over 2 defenders this time. Wow, that is impressive. I think that's Hudson and Eason, both of whom were underneath the basket, and Shaedon Sharpe dunks on both of them in unison. 6-point game. Jalen Green gets a 3 right back. Again, right when the Blazers get a few buckets in a row, the Rockets quickly answer. Here's Şengün inside. No good. Gets his rebound, though, over Ayton, and the putback makes it a 1-score game, 85-82. Springer out to Schroeder. Back to Springer. Thinks about the 3, doesn't take. Drives inside, makes the layup in contact. Springer now with a team-high 23 points. 87-82. Full court shot at the end of the third is no good from Ben Simmons. Yes, Ben Simmons took a 3. So the Blazers with a strong third quarter. They lead by 5, looking to keep it going as Springer misses, grabs a rebound, his 10th, and he misses again. That's a non-fun way to get a double-double. On the other end, Jaden Hudson, he's trapped inside, and he still gets the lefty hook to fall, and it's a 1-score game. 87-84, here's Simons with it out to Springer. Springer looks to get by Thompson. Back to Simons for 3. Bang! Big shot for Inferno. He's in the double figures. Here's Zay Logan, the rookie, gets a 3 off the assist by Scoot Henderson. Back-to-back 3s for Portland. They're up by 7. Big shots for Simons and Logan. The Rockets looking to answer back, and they do. It's a lob for the former Trailblazer Ben Simmons. Hudson inside. Nice play. Good defense by Stewart. But Jaden Hudson is there for the layup. 97-90. Here is Scoot Henderson quickly off the inbound. Looks to get by Porter. Scoot Henderson sends it home. 99-94, under 6 to go. Khalil Griffin with the 360. Again, I did not know Khalil Griffin had this kind of dunking ability. My goodness. What a play by the Rook. Griffin brings it up the floor, out to Isaiah Stewart for 3. Bang! Portland's lead up to 10. Big shot for Beef Stew. And now the Rockets got to go on a run. Here's Jalen Green. Top of the key 3. Will fall. We saw Kyrie get 56 earlier. I don't think Green's going to get 56, but he'll be close to 50 if he keeps up his pace. Fadeaway 3 is good for Jalen Green. Again, it's not even that the Blazers have played bad defense. It's just that he's hitting ridiculous shots. Here's Griffin inside. He's trapped out to Ayton. Good shot by DeAndre Ayton. Off the assist by Khalil Griffin. His 4th. 108-100 with under 4 minutes to go. Jalen Green for 3. You betcha. Another triple for Green, willing the Rockets to stay in this game. Deep 3 for Scoot. From the parking lot, no good. But Ayton is there for the putback. He got pushed by Şengün. No call. And it's an 8-point game. Şengün back with it out to Porter. He gets it to Jalen Green. Green, acrobatic layup is good. Send him to the circus. The way he's acrobating inside. 6-point game. Acrobating is not a word, is it? Well, it is now. I just made it up. Jalen Green hits another 3. He's on fire. The Blazers cannot stop him. It's only a 1-score game. Sharp is trapped. Out to Springer in the corner. Bang! Big Big shot for Springer. Portland right back up by 6. 28 points now for Darius Springer. Porter's jumper is good. Rockets quickly back within 4. 115-111. Sengun with the screen. Jalen Green guarded by Griffin. And Green makes it a 2-point game. It would be a big shame if the Blazers ended up blowing this one. They've got to score here. Springer inside. He misses it. Big stop by Tari Eason under a minute to go. Rockets can tie or take the lead. Obviously, you want the ball in the hands of Green. He gets a good look for 3, and he misses it. Portland really dodged a bullet. I mean, he was completely wide open. Blazers back on offense, up by 2. Rockets don't look to foul. Scoot inside, sends it to Griffin in the corner. Bang! Khalil Griffin hits for 3. This rookie has got ice-cold blood in his veins. 5-point game off of the 3 by Griffin as the Rockets call a timeout, knowing they've got to score here or else they're in big trouble. Obviously, it's Jalen Green with the ball. Green, pull-up mid-ranger is no good. Ayton with the rebound. He is fouled. Scoot Henderson would go to the line. He'd make both. And it's a 2-point game. Green, corner 3, yes! It's a 4-point game. And the Blazers have to inbound it quickly. It's nearly intercepted by Porter. And it's Darius Springer who goes to the line. He would make 1. And so it's a 5-point game. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. Heaves up a 3. No good. Griffin with the rebound. He's fouled. And he would make 1 at the line. It's a 6-point game. Brooks heaves up a 3. It falls with a second left. The Rockets not going away. The inbound goes to Scoot. Tries to pass it out quickly. He would make 1 free throw. And that would be the dagger. The Blazers win it 123-119. Portland finally gets over their kryptonite, beating the Houston Rockets on the road. And I think this shows the progress that we've made from last year going into Houston against a team that has so many guys who can score the ball, so many guys who can play make, so many guys who play good defense. And we beat them. This is just the Rockets' second loss of the year, and we did it without our best player, Ochai Agbaji. We certainly could have used him, considering Jalen Green scored 47 points. Would have had 50 if he made the open 3 at the end of the game to take the lead. So I think performances like this really show how important Ochai Agbaji is to this team. 21 for Porter, 13 for Hudson. I thought he was good. Sengun with a double-double as well. As for the Blazers, Darius Springer was our best player tonight. 29, 12, and 4. Didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but was efficient inside. 22 and 8 for Scoot. Sharp was a little underwhelming. 18 points on 19 shots. Khalil Griffin played really well. He got more minutes than Simons tonight. Simons will usually play more, but Griffin outperformed him tonight. He deserved to play at the end of the game, and he hit the big 3 late. Khalil Griffin makes winning plays. That's what I've noticed about him through the first 20 games of the year. The kid's clearly a winner, and it showed. And it showed today. 70% from the field, 2 threes, including that one at the end of the game. Simons was solid. Ayton with a double-double. Logan played well. Zay Logan's continuing to impress me as well. I thought he'd be in the G League for most of the year, but with the way he's playing, he's going to stay in this rotation the entire year. We did really well on the glass. We didn't grab 17 offensive rebounds. I know it says we did. I don't know why. We definitely didn't have 17. We had a lot, though. Not that many. I wish we had 17. But still, we're one of the best rebounding teams in the league, and it's no accident. We've intentionally added great rebounders to this team. Darius Springer and Khalil Griffin are 2 of the best non-rebounding centers to enter the league over the last 2 years. It's no coincidence that both of them are on our team, and I'm happy that my vision of bringing back the lost art of rebounding has really helped this team add more possessions, and we capitalized off of a lot of our offensive boards today. So that'll wrap up the episode. We're not going to simulate any further because we've got a pretty tough stretch to start next episode. The Spurs, Pelicans, and Grizzlies are all good. They're all sort of in our same tier in the Western Conference, so there's a good shot that we're going to be competing with them for seeding, may even meet one of them in the playoffs. And we're going to get through most of December in the next episode, so it should be fun. Curious to see if our team can keep up the hot start or if we fall back down to earth a little bit. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.